Not yet. Maybe in the future games. So we'll just have to see.
All right.
All right. Well, I believe with that, we are going to take a quick break, and we'll be back on stream in a little while.
Yeah. Hopefully with what's his name, Obongo? Yeah, with Obongo. Talking to him.
All right.
Seeing what he has to say about his pentakill. Can't wait to hear what that was all about.
All right. Yeah. So we'll see you guys shortly. Okay.
Hello.
Hi. So we're here with Final Light Gaming.
The guys who just got that pentakill in the last game. It's pretty cool.
Got some questions for you.
Okay.
Start with Mr. Pentakill himself. So what was going through your mind as that last team fight actually?
Well, so we had them cornered at the bottom lane bush, like the tri-bush, and so we continued to fight. I just used full culling on Morgana because we were telling in communications to pick somebody and try to get somebody picked out so we could continue the fight. And so I got rid of Morgana with one full culling. I forget if it was Jin next. I got him, and then Dan over here just got a nice flash 3-man Jarvan ult on top of him, and as soon as we got the quadra kill, as soon as he got the 3-man ult, I figured I could get a penta of, no cheesy's teammates stealing my kills.
I'm gonna say that's always a problem in solo queue, but there's a team. You guys know each other, and it was really apparent based off like how you guys were actually going through. Like how you guys were pretty much going through all of your team fights. It wasn't just one person pretty much doing all the work. It was one person setting up for another person to come in, setting up for another person to come in. It was a continuous stream of combos.
Yeah. At first, I thought that Maokai TP was a mistake. I thought it was like an accident or something. But just the fact that he was able to tank so much damage from like 4 guys at once with his ult was actually really amazing.
Right.
And that just allowed you guys to just sweep in.
Yeah, I think that the Maokai Tifi was not on the ward that we thought it was going to be.
He actually set down a separate ward in bot lane for him to
Yeah, we
TP
put
to.
Blitz put down a ward in the bot lane area where we were running from, and we were like, okay, you can TP here, and then he TP'd into the tri-bush, and we were like, that's not exactly where we thought you were going to go, but I wasn't watching most of that because I was just on the bottom side, so.
All right, so questions for you now.
Yeah.
What was going through your mind when you saw Custom Elite looking like they were about to invade? Like, I know that wasn't
You mean
necessarily
at the level
At the
1?
very beginning,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Very beginning, yeah, like-
well, our strategy is usually if we, you try to get an early lead as much as possible, and so we decided we go on a little bit on the offensive, and it turned out that they were trying to do the same thing, and they just face-checked the bush, so it was just really bad luck for them. And I think they expected only 1 or 2 of us to be there rather than our whole team, so they actually
Right.
engaged on us, and so we got an early lead off that.
Yeah, once you grabbed the Shen in, they were
Yeah.
like,
Oh, that was a mistake.
yeah. So, in terms of your team comp, why'd you go that route?
We just typically try to play comfort picks. However, we do know that we're just really strong on fights where we can just have our carries carry the game while the others soak damage. So as long as we're able to keep our carries alive, then we're able to win the game. And that's why Blitzcrank played a pivotal role in that last pentakill. He actually kept LeBlanc off of Lucian completely by hooking her out of the W and then knocking her up before she even could get on him.
Right.
So that completely negated her entire usefulness that entire fight.
Yeah.
All right.
Blitzcrank was pretty on point
Yeah.
with those
Yeah.
hits.
That Blitzcrank is why I always ban Blitzcrank. But that being said, you guys have any plans, I guess, for future matches or anything you feel comfortable talking about in terms of that?
Well, we are out of the best of ones, I believe, now, which, for me, that was probably one of the most stressful things about this tournament is going from best of ones, now we get to go to best of threes, because best of ones, anything can happen. If you get a bad champ select like we had against Marquette, we had a pretty bad one against them, and they got really far ahead because they had comfort picks and champs that we let through by accident, so... now we are just focusing on trying to learn to adapt between these games that are going to be coming up. I think that our team comps will be fine as long as we stick to what we know.
And each of us has a pretty decent champion pool that still synergize pretty well with each other. So no matter what we're put on, I think we'll be able to make a game plan and be able to win games.
All right. Well, with that, I want to thank you guys for coming through and
Thank
doing
you.
this interview. I want to say congrats again on getting the first Penta definitely on the main stage. And we'll be looking forward to seeing how you guys play in the next few matches.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Thank you.